Okay, welcome once again to all the friends, brothers, and sisters in this holistic art, Dugukan holistic art, our wellness exercises. So here we are again, live broadcast through Facebook, and hoping everybody is doing well in your home. Everybody is doing well, and of course, my warmest regards to all the friends, brothers, and sisters. Now joining is Anne. How are you, Ann? And nice to see you here once again. Good afternoon, Jim. Yes. Good afternoon, Ann. Maribik. Always, we're having this communication. Sige lang kita ni sa atong Facebook. I'm glad na naamod diha. Yan. Diyan na paday na punta sa atong mga kalihukan ngayon. Mayang hapon, Maribik, and good afternoon po, GMPS 1. Yes, good afternoon, Maribik. And okay, ang daming mga nag-join ngayon, no? Parang mabilis ang screen ngayon. Okay, hindi ko nabasa yung mga pangalan, ang bilis. Kasi maraming mga nag-join. I'll say that, pag marami na talagang mag-joining atong live conference, hindi na natin mabasa yung lahat mga messages from the different people that join in their oneness. Anyway, this is good because this is a sign of good progress of positive vibration. Okay, now also joining is Cherilyn Utok sa hapon diha, Cherilyn. And also Gina Alicia Serenity. May hapon, welcome everyone. Benja Esther ko and Matan Arthur. Okay, welcome. Welcome. Yan, haliging mayit. Noy na, asam ning mga bata, hindi kumanin sila ngayon na, okay. Ngayon, nakita ko na yung aura ni haliging mayit. Nag-iilaw siya ngayon. Okay. Also, si Matan Chorel. And si Patrice Sugod Lady. Magandang araw sa iyo, Patrice. At saka sa Manila chapter, Haliging Bulalakaw. So magandang araw sa lahat dyan. At saka sa Celeboron chapter, si Abdik Irish. Ngayong hapon di Abdik Irish. Hi GM, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon. And also now joining is si Igmat Jamaisha Restauro. Yung adlaw diha, Jamaisha. Yeah. And to everybody, mayong adlaw sa tanan. Kaniha, inot po itong atong gibot kaniha nga I'm thinking na okay, let's do instant healing through Facebook. Kaya it's okay malang diay gapon pag mayroon tayong mga lockdown. Pag mayroong mga lockdown, hindi mag-lockdown ang internet. So, we still can do the activities. Maraming mga activities na magawa natin through internet. So, dito talaga yung advantage information. So, we can disseminate information so quick through internet. Okay. Maraming mga ways sa buhay na pag gusto nating gawin yung mga kailangan gagawin. So, it's there. Magawa natin. Okay, good afternoon. GMPS 172 from Matan Arthur. From Haliging Bululakaw. Mayong hapon, GM watching from Manila chapter headquarters. Okay, sa Joy Beth Cabos. Mayong hapon ni Joy. Haliging Roslyn. Okay, mayong hapon ni Haliging Roslyn. And to everyone here joining in this live conference. And yeah, I can imagine if we are thousands of people here joining our conference, then we can share our information and we talk about holistic art. So that would be very nice because we can disseminate, we can share the information and people will benefit from the information that we have. Kasi kailangan talagang mas marami tayo, mas maganda. Mas maganda yung vibration, positive energies, pag giant wave of positive vibration, so it must be giant, very big, very big. So now joining is Pasita Gamutan. Okay, welcome sa Danau Chapter N. Okay, si Juan. Okay, welcome everybody here in our live Facebook. So we will do conference right here live sa Facebook and at 12 in the afternoon. So we'll do healing. So I think I have to adjust the schedule instead of 12. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we'll just make it 1 to 2 p.m. na lang siguro. Yung if we have a schedule for our divine healing, energy healing, distant healing, we'll make it 1 to 2. 1 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Kay 12 to 12 to 1. So i-allocate natin yan sa lunch time yan. So we'll do our schedule tomorrow for our energy healing. So we'll make it 1 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I think that's the right time to do our energy healing. Okay. Now joining also is Irish Bularin, Guadalupe chapter. Mayong hapon. Yeah, Pasita Kamutan, mayong hapon. GMPS 172. Yes, mayong hapon dia Pasit. And today is parang init lang yapon. So every day the temperature of our surroundings, the climate is nag-init kadadlaw. So I hope nga dili kayo lawom ang huwaw karon atong panahon nga maabot aning tuiga kay by this time by June, okay, rainy season na sa June. And then if dili kayo makaulan, we can expect nga medyo taas-taas ang kulaw karong tuiga. And now joining also is Marisol Villegas. Mayong adlaw ni Marisol. So nag-iilaw si Marisol. Ang daming mga lumiliwanag ngayon sa mga tao na nag-practice ng holistic art. Thanks to that, I'm really glad watching the people shining their light because they are actually needed by this time. They are actually needed people that can help the healing of life and nature. Sa mayong hapon, hello GMPS 172. Kang Laon is alive and watching you. Yes, I miss Kang Laon by this time. I would like to visit Kang Laon. As I said, after the COVID, so I hope after the COVID, it's not after the COVID, after the ACQ, when we are allowed to travel, okay, I'll visit Kang Laon and swim in the beautiful spring, very cold. Okay, nice, and climb up the volcano. Mayroon na bang sabi nila doon ni Nina na okay, pagbalik natin doon, pagbalik ninyo dito GM, doon tayo, samahan ka namin doon, punta tayo doon sa tuktok ng bulkan. Okay, very nice yung tuktok ng bulkan. Sabi nila during summer kaya hindi daw masyadong malamig. Pag not summer ang lamig, so mag-ayos daw yung muscles natin doon, maninigas sa lamig. So ngayon kay summer na, okay, after the ECQ, tatayo dyan and we'll do Art of Life dyan para maka-expand tayo sa ating sharing of the lessons of Art of Life 172. So this is important because that is light service. So anybody, a friend or a relative, then you can teach them Art of Life 172. So that would be a very good light service you can share to your brothers and sisters because you are sharing them vital information which is really beneficial for the management of their energy body. It's actually very simple management because you only do need to perform the forms and gestures of angels contacts and connection. Then, okay, that's it. Marunong ka na nga mag-cultivate ng imong vital force. So, napaka-easy lang, no? Hindi masyadong difficult to learn vital exercise, good for the management of your body, mind, soul, and spirit. So, yan ang bagong version ng spiritualism. Okay, spiritualism, lahat ng involving vital force, divine connections, at divine connections with the inner or with the spiritual realm. So, spiritualism yan. Your faith to the existence of the Most High or God. So, lahat-lahat yan, mga connected yan sa spiritualism. And then, joining now is also Anthony Aliging Tundon sa Karatan Chapter. Okay, mayong adlaw sa tanang mga taga Karatan Chapter. Likewise, ni Mat Angeneros Straya. Also sa Karatan Chapter. Okay, mayong hapon. GMPS 172. Okay, mayong hapon diha matan. And Joshel also likewise is joining, and message from Aliging Tonton. Mayong hapon, GMPS 172. We are eager to listen and watch you in our side, Karatan, Buena Vista, Carca City, Cebu. Okay, mayong adlaw sa tanang mga taga Buena Vista. Sa tanang mga opisyales sa barangay, mayong adlaw mga panghinaot nga ang tanan ana sa maayong kapiskay sa panglawas kalagsik sa panglihok-lihok o kalagsik o kalig-on sa espiritu. Ang tanti na vigor of spirit, as I said. Pag wala vigor of spirit, lawsi ang ato ang lawas, lawsi po ang ato ang pang pananaw kung siya'y maayo sa kinabuhi. Especially by this time nga kailangan ngayon sa mga tao talagang vigor of spirit para matalas ang pakiramdam sa mga energies in the surroundings. Mayroon bang mga dapat, ano ba yon sa Tagalog? Mayroon bang dapat na, is there something very, very important to take good care in the surroundings? Especially sa mga negative energies. I don't like talking always about negative energies, but this actually lingering the reality in the surrounding by this time. We cannot avoid the fact that there is so much negative energy in the surrounding because people are creating negative energies, anger, negative emotion, so jealousy, fears, greediness, and all those negative vibrations. So, ang mga vibrations from the negative emotions, mga vibrations from the negative psychic attacks, and all those negative energies really develop in the surroundings and will cause disharmony. So, therefore, pag maingon ang tao nga, everything is fine, okay, that's good. Everything is fine, but be sure that your transmitter mind cannot capture negative energies in the surroundings, especially if you are someone like you're psychic. Because if you're psychic, so talagang very strong yung capturing ng mga energy in the surroundings because you have your transmitter mind, you have your transmitter heart. Itong mind ng brain at saka mind ng heart, they're actually very powerful to capture the different vibrations in the surroundings. And then without powerful shielding, so you can perceive if, for example, there is a very deeper someone in your surroundings, then you can connect to what she feels or you can connect to what he feels. So it means to say you are also affected. So that's why don't be affected with the negative energies, different vibrations, especially negative energies in the surroundings. Yan yung nangyari, maraming mga empath. Yung mga empath, ang dali nilang makaka-capture ng mga vibration. Okay, actually that's good if the vibration in the surroundings are good because whenever the time you feel something very bad, you are depressed, so all you have to do is just to thank someone who is in the best vigor of spirit, then you are alive. You get back your vigor of spirit because the energy is ignited. But without that kind of potential, okay, medyo really troublesome ang mga energies in the surrounding. So that's why everybody by this time needs energy cultivation. So the answer for all their problems of energy deficiency actually will no, will focus on energy cultivation. Okay, now joining also is Laila Jane. Okay, little Laila. Okay, good afternoon, GM. Yes, good afternoon, diha. Day, mayong adlaw sa mga taga Guadalupe chapter. Mayong adlaw sa tanang mga taga Guadalupe chapter. Yeah, sa Guadalupe chapter doon ay langob dito kanindot kayo. Although, okay, sharing lang din ako sa inyo nga doon ay langob dito nga very nice cave. And that could be also a never-ending cave because if you know the secret of the cave, talagang malalim yung cave below sea level. So, pwede doon tayo dumaan papuntang Negros at saka lalabas tayo doon sa bibig ng bulkan. Tama ba? Okay, si King dito nag-agree si King at tama daw kung tama. Okay, very good. Now also joining is si Brad Edwin Otok sa Lebanon chapter. Mayang adlaw sa kang Brad Edwin. Okay. Sa kanang wala pa isikyo sa once a week to agad me dito sa Lebanon kay mag-meditation, collective meditation. Pagkuman mga utan, okay, very healthy food. Karon nilalanta sa ato ang nahimutangan. Magpaabot na lang daw ano sa mga manang isikyo. Ang ubang mga businesses karon okay na except the wellness o niya ang mga negosyo karon sa mga magparental okay na po nag-operate na pero ang mga wellness nga mga business wala pa nag-operate. So patay ang mga wellness ani. Dili makaabang ang mga wellness ani kasagaran kay pabango na ning mga wellness kay gi-open na sa gobyerno pag gi-open ang negosyo. Okay. Positive vibration, di ba? So, positive vibration, gani, so always positive because this is actually a blessing in disguise. So, when you say good luck, bad luck, so that is an illustration there is polarity in the surrounding. Whenever the time you say there is good luck, someone is bad luck. And whenever the time you say there is bad, so someone is good. So that's why we cannot stop the problem of the world because every now and then people are creating the problems of the world. So that's why we go back to the principle, if anybody that would like to solve the problem in the world, so he cannot solve the problem of the world for a very simple reason. And that's the simple reason. Whenever the time you say this is good, someone is bad. Whenever the time you say, okay, that's right, someone is wrong. So the holistic art is different. The holistic art is oneness. We cannot separate energy from the physical body. We cannot separate the energy in this physical body, in your physical body. You cannot separate energy because by doing so, it is illegal. Okay? It is illegal. Why is it illegal? Because that is order of reality that you cannot separate energy from your physical body because the best foundation of your physical body, our physical body is energy. So that's why enhance your best foundation in life. We are going to enhance the best foundation in our life, in our lives, which is energy. Okay, manang doon na tayo energy cultivation. And the truth will set us free. Okay? Tagay ra og tubig. Okay? Kaya sige na og tabi mong God. The truth will set us free. So if we are someone who is very sickly in life, that's because there is no truth which is actually positive working in our lives. It must be the truth that will set us free, the truth which is actually positive that could really set us free, that could unleash the best potential that we have within, that could overcome our blinding ignorance and many powerful human weaknesses. Okay? I will say many powerful human weaknesses because although it is called weaknesses, but they are very powerful. Without inner cultivation, without precise divine connection, we cannot overcome our very own human weaknesses, because our human weaknesses actually are very, very powerful. It needs so much power to overcome our human weaknesses. So that's why we need to resort into the most foundation, the most powerful foundation in our lives, which is actually spiritual foundation. Okay, drinking the vital essence of water. Bless the water with the living power of life, making the water powerful energy to feed up your substantive energy from the vital essences of nature. Okay, that's for inner cultivation. So that's why everybody in this program, Wellness Art, Holistic Art, is actually really programmed, and it's actually simple and practical. It's already facilitated, so people will not. So people actually won't find it difficult to perform. Okay, so let's first read a message from Benji Estarco. Mayong hapon, GMPS 172. Watching once again. You are live. Yes. Okay, mayong hapon diya Benji. Day. Mayong hapon sa tanan. Even though the ongoing in ECQ, there's ongoing ECQ, we are here. You have ongoing enhancement of our cultivation to further develop our energy of our body, mind, soul, and spirit. And that will make us a big difference in our energy cultivation. People don't have energy cultivation will find it difficult how to become healthy. You know how to become healthy every day. So the secret of healthy life. Okay, apply. Today we have another program. Matag alas 12 nga to sa alauna nga to sa alas 2. Okay, we have collective energy healing. So, pag doon na tayo collective energy healing, every day magtambal ta sa atong lawas. Wala man ko sakit, I don't have illness. Okay, it's okay because energy healing will insulate our energy body so that the energy body will become even more powerful. So likewise, when you go to the cave and you sleep inside the cave, so the energies from the stones inside the cave will share with you their energies. So the energies will insulate your energy body. So when you early wake up morning, you can perceive that there's something like very different. You have the best energy in your physical body, and you feel it that it comes from the deepest of your soul. Really powerful. And likewise, when you do art of life, then you have strong focus and you can communicate with supreme superlight angels, and then you will see that there's big difference in the connection, and really the energy in your physical body is accelerating. So it is actually accelerating. So it means nikusog ang energy sa inyong lawas. Nikusog ang iyong energy sa inyong lawas. Okay, now joining also is Visido. Okay, Visido de los Santos. Okay, mayang hapon, welcome sa ating conference, and okay, everybody is welcome to join in this live conference, Holistic Art. Okay, now joining also is Jillian Bularin, Igmat Jillian. Okay, asa maning mga bata nga hindi man ako makita ang mga aura nila ngayon. Walang, anyway, malakas ang ilaw, nag-iilaw rin sila ngayon. Okay? So, Igmat Ramon po. Okay. Igmat Ramon. Ayong hapon ni Igmat Ramon. Okay, so for everybody that will join in this conference. Okay, so yesterday, the topic that we talk about, I forgot where are we in the book of Dugukan. Then I have a reminder for everybody, for those that have yet a copy of the book of Dugukan. So try to check the website, go to our website, then there you can see the link for the book. So download the book so that you can have your copy and read the book. So you'll get familiar with the term we used here in the Dugukan Revelation. So those are literature of Dugukan, what's a divine revelation. So I'm glad also that you become familiar with the term we use here in Dugukan. So as we go forward in our holistic art, so I do not feel difficult also in my part to share with you the lessons of Dugukan. Okay, you're familiar with the term that we use here. So Supreme Superlight Angels, Advanced Elemental Beings, Advanced Elemental Dimension. Okay, because I think is we are actually using the different term, not the common term people are actually using, because for example the third dimension, so the third dimension is the planet here, the cosmos. This is actually the third dimension, and in the revelation of what's a divine revelation, so the third dimension corresponds to the 14th and the 15th advanced 14th and 15th elemental dimension. So that refers to the dimension of humanity, the dimension of the mortal physical existence of here humanity, so long as mortal physical existence. So that is actually referring to the third dimension, and in the book of Dukan that corresponds to the 14th and the 15th elemental dimension, where in the 15th elemental dimension that refers to the human dimension. So that's why I'm encouraging everybody that who are actually interested to go further in the lessons of the Dugukan to have a copy of the book, and not only to have a copy of the book, read the book, study the book, and as we go forward in our sharing of the lessons, so we are very familiar, just like doing martial arts. Then, if our module in martial arts, when you can memorize the lessons by following the module, so when I say Arcum, for example, lesson number 1, so everybody knows Arcum. Then, of course, other people who are not into that practice of that module, they do not understand what we are talking about. Okay? Also, joining is Imari Cabardo. Nag-iilaw. Okay. Good afternoon, Igmat Imari, and welcome in this conference, and feel free to join. Everyone, feel free to join in this live conference now. Also, Jonel Alan Ad is joining, and welcome again. Nice to see you here, everyone, as we go forward in our inner discovery, doing holistic art. So, the development of the body, mind, soul, and spirit, applying the different modalities of inner cultivation, and one system called Dugukan art system. So the Dugukan art system using the modality of Sankur, or using the modality of sun. So we are using the modality of sun. You just imagine, if you know the secret of the modality of the sun comprising of seven uh, no comprising of four corners, two and four corners fused as one, it will become into a sun. And the sun, when this assemble into a discrete body parts, but still will result into the symbol of heavenly bodies, the sun, the moon, and stars. So that's why that is our oneness with all the stars. And the sun modality, it will result into 72 forms and gestures, the secret of heart of life 172. But anyway, I'll just talk it later about the sun modality. And ako lang nag-isutan to give a hint why we have 72 lessons of art of life 172. Saan natin yan kinuha, at saka anong mga ibig sabihin ng mga movements. Okay, when you can memorize the sun modality, sun core, that's why sun core grid. Doon sa site natin ay ipagawa tayo ng sun core grid, parang labyrinth yan. Then the formation is sun core grid. When you do your exercise in the sun core grid, talagang malakas yung energy, especially if you know how to activate, how to use the grid of the sun core. That's it. So that's actually a formula. So our healing, this is actually the healing. When you do Art of Life 172, that's precisely healing. Healing in the energy side. And you are pushing your brain power to connect to the spiritual dimension. So with the exercises, you are pushing your brains in the cells, brains in the heart, brains in the mind. So how many brains do we have? So imagine your body is comprising of trillions of cells, and each cell has a brain, has each cell has a heart. So you're actually the governor of your physical body. You're actually truly you are the king of your physical body because your physical body is populated with 70, 50 trillion cells, 50 to 60 trillion cells. Okay, if you are so big, so your cells are many trillions of cells in your physical body, and you are the king of your cells. So how you are going to manage your cells, how you are going to manage your physical body as your living kingdom, and that is the kingdom. So that's why the kingdom of God is within you, because every cell in your body has a brain. And how we are going to perceive using the brains of our physical body. We are comprising of many cells, we are comprising of many brains. Of course, we listen to the central voice, and where we are going to listen with the central voice in our physical body. So we are going to activate our twin hearts. So twin hearts, so you are the mind, but you are not the body. You are the brain, but you are not the emotion. So we are as a whole, we are consciousness, energy, light, and life. Okay, diyan magsugod ang ating inner cultivation. So lahat ng mga practitioners ng Dugukan, so that's my inspiration for you to have a copy of the book and be familiar with the term that we are using and be familiar with the literature of Dugukan, so that whenever the time that I could feel that it's time to proceed to the next lessons, and there are lessons that I do not write in the book because I have my reason why I do not write it in the book. I do not write it in the book so that you will learn how to read the living book of life. But of course, if you are not familiar with the book of Dugukan, so we cannot proceed to the next lesson because we are modular. So, ang ibig sabihin ng modular tayo, we must first accomplish the first module so that we can proceed to the next module. So, we are going to study the lessons of Dugukan module by module. Okay? So, that's why the first module that you are going to perform is the 3 lessons of Dugukan. It's there, found in the book, volume 1. Okay? So, what's mostly important in the book that you should buy or you should take the book with you, the 3 lessons of Dugukan. Of course, mayroon yan nominal amount when you download the book kay that is actually exchange of energy. So I'm not doing business. The things that we are doing actually is not for business. So that's why if I have the materials, actually I have the means, I will provide the materials and give it to the people. Of course, because this is a spiritual discipline, mental discipline. So it means to say we have to do our part, take good care for the priceless lesson. So you have to download the book and also comply the spiritual responsibility there found in the book. So that is actually the equilibrium, practicing the law of equilibrium, applying the law of your life, applying the law of heaven in your life. And once you learn to apply the law of equilibrium in your life, then you will be blessed in your life. So that's my reason why I meet so many occasions where people say, "Oh, Madlax, I having this kind of life. Actually, this actually my fate, bad lucks. No, it's not, because it's just a matter of choice. When you walk your life, when you decide to walk your life, so you can decide which path of your life that you should walk. So when you want to walk your life in bad lucks, that's because you do not know the truth. As I said, the truth will set us free. So this is our principle that we are going to apply in our lives. The truth will set us free. So so that we will be freed from the bad lucks. So we must know what is the truth of our journey in life in this planet. Okay, so we must be guided by the light of the heart, wisdom, and that is very necessary for everybody that would like to make their life blissful and to satisfy the needs of their soul within. Satisfy the needs of your soul within. When life is full of difficulties, when life is full of sorrows, that's because the setting of our mind is precisely connected with the negative energies in the surroundings, and we are being influenced by the ripple effect of that energies in the surroundings, negative energies. So it start to begin to create a new balloon, a new balloon of positive energies. Connect your consciousness with the positive energies. You have to create a new balloon for that positive energy, so that you are going to alter your bad faith and make your bad faith into positive vibration, good lucks. So it's not a story of how much wealth do you have. It's already been illustrated by the many people in the world. People don't have enough, don't have much wealth, but they're okay. They're okay. People have so much wealth, but they're confused. And in fact, many of those unfortunate people who have already have everything in their lives, but victim of depression. And unfortunately, some of there are those really unfortunate and got suicidal. That's because they did not understand their life, in spite of the fact that they have material means. Because that's what I said is the blissfulness of life is not actually assessed by how much material wealth that we have, but how much do we understand about heart wisdom? How much do we discern about heart wisdom? We must be guided by the heart, by the light of heart wisdom. If we don't have that light in our life, so really life is really negative and bad lucks. The world is very tricky and really not kind. So if you don't have the light of wisdom, I don't know that the most powerful foundation in life is the spiritual connection, the spiritual foundation. Okay, life really is really depressing in this planet, because this is the program in this planet. There is this actually the program, the order of reality in this planet, that people will undergo the different experiences in life that can make them so that can make their souls realize to the most important thing in life that should really matter in life. And here's the question: how we can make our lives blissful. And the way to make our life to become blissful, we can respond to the needs of our soul. When our soul is really, when our souls are really hungry within, so we can say that we already responded the needs or the callings of our soul to fulfill life's vital mission. So there is life's vital mission in the planet. And what's that life's vital mission in that planet? That is to help the healing of life, to help the healing of nature. And this is now the advocacy. This is now the holistic art that we are actually doing in this proliferation. So don't you mislead. Don't you mislead. The negative energies are programmed to tackle you down. So human understanding always can't understand. It couldn't understand spiritual things. So that's the reason why we need an open heart. Everyone needs open heart to discern what things most really matter in our lives. So, self-pity, for example, too much mercy is not actually mercy at all. Too much fears within is not actually good. All those things are actually creating imbalance in the physical body. So we need inner cultivation. So in the holistic art of Dugukan, we cannot do it. We cannot develop our energy body when we'll just sit down and do nothing. So we are going to learn the vital essence of nature by discerning the spirit of nature. So that's why whenever the time you are alone, so that would be the time that you are not alone. Whenever the time that you are in the crowd of many people, so that's the time that you are really alone. So again, whenever the time that you are alone, so that's the time that you are not alone. Whenever the time that you are surrounded and you are in the crowd of people, that's the time that you are really alone. Okay, the equilibrium of life. So spare time, spare at least few minutes of your time to be with nature, discerning the message of nature, watching the movements of nature, and listening the sound deep within. Listen the voice deep within. By listening the voice deep within, so you will realize that there is really voice from the most beyond. There is voice that will let you see the other side of the world, and it will open up the door of heavens for you to receive the blessings of the Most High. And you will realize that life is actually full of wonders. So that's why during angels contact and connection, you need to experience your oneness with nature, perceiving the energies of nature. Inhale, exhale. So when you inhale, breathe the vital essences of nature. And then when you exhale, share your oneness with nature. Then look at the heavens, look at the stars. Visualize, yeah, that you are actually watching your families in the stars. So you have your families in the stars. Know them. Get will be acquainted with your families in the stars. So you can do it during Art of Life 172. And in the time when you see the Supreme Super Light Angels shall manifest in the skies, okay, that's the time. Connect your consciousness with the angels of the Supreme Light and perceive the energy. Bring the energy at your solar center. Bring the energy in all your connected bodies, subtle connected bodies, and perceive all those energies. So that is receiving your great oneness with nature, receiving your great oneness with the cosmos, receiving your great oneness, the oneness of the body, mind, soul, and spirit. So that is how you are going to do our holistic art. And okay, that's the time that you can suppress all the negative energies in the surroundings, encoded in the negative energies in the surroundings, viruses. So the time you are aware of your advanced potential, there's no more viruses. There's no more negative energies because higher knowledge, higher vibrations coming from the higher dimensions are already there in your consciousness, energy, life, and life. So don't say that their life is bad luck. Life is full of sorrows. No more sorrows because the shielding of the mind is in that particular concern. Okay, you will experience it, life in the negative way, because that is there in the presence of the sitting of your mind. The mind is set in that negative vibration. Now we'll change the topic. We'll change the vibrations of our energies in our lives. So let's make it positive. So life is full of wonders because every now and then you are perceiving your great oneness with nature. You are perceiving your great oneness with the most infinite, most high, and the vital essences of nature will bring us into the light, which actually we don't know by this time because mind actually is in this precise level of activation. That as we go forward, the doors of heaven are open for us to see the beyond, and that's the time that we could see that really life is full of wonders. So that's why when I say how many years man can actually survive existing life in the planet, let's say 100 years, okay, we will give allowance 150 years, 200 years, but so seldom today you can see someone that actually reach 100 years, 150 years old, usually less than 100 years. And plus the people, if the people don't realize different poisons from the food that they eat every day, from the magicians and the surroundings, so people will have short life to live in the planet. That's because of the poisonings. The poisonings, the negative energies actually poisoning the energy body, poisoning the physical body. So the negative energies actually will poison the energy body. The negative energies from the substances of the food that we eat every day will actually poison the body to shut the system. So that's why people cannot live long life in the mortal physical existence without inner cultivation. So this is the reason why everybody needs energy cultivation as part of the holistic art. So when you want to take good care of your physical body, the answer is not only the food that you eat. It's not only the medicine that you take for your physical body, maintenance every day, going your checkup to the doctor, and anywhere you can find good advice from how you are going to take good care of your physical body, how you are going to take good care of your health. No, it's not. Because there is something that we should not neglect. We should not ignore to take good care of that, and that is our energy body. That is the soul body. So do inner cultivation. When you do inner cultivation, okay, you see, oh, that guy is really enlightened. Because I see the aura of that guy really shining, really radiating, beautiful color, very powerful, strong color. Unlike when you see someone, oh, that's very healthy because having a very beautiful body, good shape, hard muscles, but in the aura or the auric force is actually lousy. So it means you see only the muscle is strong, but the spirit in the physical body actually is trapped and cannot unleash its power in the physical body. So it must be the spirit in the physical body can move, can release its potential so that it will shield up the physical body powerful. And that is what we need in our health by this time. So that's why when I say, I'm not making actually a joke when I say we practitioners, you practitioners of inner cultivation. When you understand the lessons that you are practicing, you are not vulnerable with viruses. You are not vulnerable with viruses because you are powerful with energy, more than enough to suppress all kinds of virus infecting your cell. So, if you are that kind of, if you have that energy, super electromagnetic force actually activating in your physical body, so therefore, you're not vulnerable with negative energies, you are not vulnerable with viruses because your immune system was more than enough to suppress all the viruses. Your immune system, your energy system, and the energy field actually has power more than enough to suppress all the negative energies and the surroundings that might be coming to attack you, that might be coming to affect you with negative energies, bad lucks, of course, because you're having your energy cultivation, so you're not vulnerable. So that's why I am reminding all the friends, brothers, and sisters who are already in the practice of the Dugukan, keep up your effort. Do your tasks. Actually, those are the tasks. The tasks that I am giving you for your own good, for your sake, that you can develop a powerful immune system. You can develop a powerful energy body by resorting into the exercises conscious astral travel after sunset, and right after early morning, after you wake up early morning, you do conscious astral journey. Okay, rather right after when you wake up before you go to sleep, do conscious astral journey, set up your mind. After you wake up early morning, fulfill the fourth task. Do your exercise, fulfill your fourth task. Okay, and an hour before the sun will rise in the morning, proceed to your art of life 172. And the more time you can spend for your meditation as well, that would be very good. And the 36,000 mystery actually plays important role in your inner cultivation, because that is actually, if put it in this way, when you have your to charge your cell phone for more energy or energy of your battery. So just like have cells that needs to be recharged every day. So the 36,000 mystery will play the recharging of your energy. It's actually connected with the spiritual energy stations of the Most High. So that's why people actually of energy cultivation using the divine words, using mantra. Okay, why do divine words are powerful? Okay, besides the, it's actually the mantra that you are going to use actually are divine names, the names of the angels, the names of Holy Spirit. Okay, why do mantra is actually divine words are powerful? Okay, forget if it's actually the names of the angels. Look for another reason why divine words are powerful. Because if you, in fact, if you have the authority, you can create mantra, you can create divine words. Okay, people do not understand why divine words are powerful. They only think that this is divine word. These are actually sacred names. Even the words actually not a sacred name, but when you, it can be used as a divine word. Okay, what's the secret of a divine word? Okay, the secret of the divine word is spiritual energy station. Says so every divine word released from spiritual dimension to the spiritual division unit. Spiritual division actually division. Those are actually the divisions in charge to take good care of the sacred lessons from higher dimension. So there are personnels in charge for that. So those divine words are actually, they have connections. When you chant the divine word, it can create automatic connection because it will just on. It already has the divine connection actually from the SIS or spiritual energy station, released from the supreme light angels, released from the higher dimension and from the highest dimension. Anyway, I'm not talking about the highest dimension because that's why I'm encouraging everybody to have the copy of the book of Dugukan so that you can read about the lessons, the three kinds of advanced inner realms. Because as I said, people in the practice of energy cultivation, they resort into the different modalities, and when talking about a spiritual world, it is actually general. Even the astral dimension is part of the spiritual world. And we are actually basing our truth particularly more on belief. And I'm not here talking about belief because it could be also we don't have belief. It could be also we have belief. Then people said, what is your belief? Okay, I don't believe. My reason I don't believe because I don't believe. Okay, why I don't believe? I will not say that I believe this is glass because I know that this is glass. So it means to say for a simple reason that you know the truth and the truth will set you free. You would not say I believe I am human. You know that you are human. So you could say you believe that you are human. You believe only that's because you do not know. That's why you believe, because you do not know. Then, if you have soul realization, you would say, I have faith in this because I know. So you have your faith because you know. You believe because you don't have yet soul realization. So that's why when you believe yourself that you are sickly, you will become sickly because you are creating the chemicals in your body that will make you sick. When you believe that you are weak, so you are weak because you are creating the chemicals that can make you weak. So it means to say, belief plays role in your destiny, plays role in your performance in life, and the lesson is actually do not stick with the level of belief. Go beyond belief. Why you should go beyond belief? Because faith is powerful. There's big difference between belief and faith. So I would not say I believe this is glass. This is a glass of water. I simply say I don't believe this is water. I know this is water. Okay, you cannot say I believe I am a man. You know you're a man because you know the truth. That's why the truth will set you free. So when you say I believe I could make it, you are doubtful in yourself if really you can do it. You do not know because you don't have yet realized that you can really do it. But then, of course, if you know the truth, you could only say, I don't believe that I can do it. I can do it. You will just simply, I can do it because I know the truth. Okay? Okay, before we continue, let's first read the message from our friends, brothers, and sisters here. Okay, from Biaya. OMG. There are powerful
These
inputs.
are powerful.
These are powerful inputs. Yes, okay, good. From Marisul. Okay, one thing I do not read so long message because when I read very long message, my time is up. Okay, make it short. Okay, haligi, read the message of Marisol, then let me know on sa iyang ipasabot sa iyang mensahe. Okay? Reminder, in energy cultivation, you must go beyond belief. Why you must go beyond belief? Because it is faith that requires you to win the battles in life. It is faith that will make you win. And belief is you are actually in the midway. I believe I could do it. I don't believe that I could do it. Okay. It's not really fixed. It's not really fixed that you can really do it. Unlike when you say, okay, I can do it. Doesn't matter if I believe it or not because I know I can do it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I don't need any belief because I know there is, when you talk about God, okay, there is God. I don't believe there is God. There is God. I know that there is God. So don't you worry. Even you say, I don't have God, don't you worry because I know there is God. And it does not really confuse my mind if there is really God or no God. I know that there is God. Okay, it's quite different by this time because you know the truth. And the truth will set you free. So there's my reason why we must go beyond belief because whenever the time why you can't do your conscious astral journey. Why you can't do your conscious astral journey? Because by this time, whether you like it or not, the only reason is because you believe that you can do it. And sometimes you believe that you can't do it. It's there at the back of your mind. That's why I'm telling you the truth about conscious astral journey. No person actually, no person that actually don't have astral experience, because every time the physical body will sleep, the astral body will get away, will go into the astral realm. And don't you listen, actually, don't listen with any information based on belief saying astral travel is dangerous, just because they're not actually doing conscious astral journey. Because if you are actually doing conscious astral journey, you become familiar of the lessons that actually you're talking. You know that everybody that will go to sleep, the physical body will sleep and the astral body will go outside to travel or to journey experience in the astral realm. So that's why you have fragments of those memories when you get back in your physical body after you wake up early morning. So you remember your dreams. That's because you travel in the inner realm. So you remembered your dream. So everybody is actually doing conscious astral. Everybody is actually doing astral journey, but not necessarily conscious. So that's why when you do your lessons modular conscious astral journey, it will begin with setting up your mind so that the mind will learn the lessons naturally. And it's actually beyond belief. When you do your experimentation, do not influence you do not influence the truth by your belief. Just make it neutral so that you you cannot interrupt the result of your experimentation. So just observe. When you are observing a lesson, you are observing someone because you are studying it, all you have to do is just to observe and observe and observe. So that's why observe your mind. Observe the run of your mind. Observe the function of your physical body. And just make it very natural. And later on you will realize that you can do it naturally. Then that's it. You can confirm that is actually the mechanism of your physical body and your astral body, the way it travels into the inner. So much thing you will realize. By this time we are running the program of our mind, we are running the program of our future, because we think so much, and it's not natural, because we really think we are thinking so much and programming everything in our lives. Then the more we program for the good future, for the everyday living, about programming everything, arranging everything, the more pressures that you experience in life. Um, it's different when you program your mind in the positive way. Okay, this is the precise lesson that I'm going to do every day. Okay, that's it. Then observe your activities every day. But in the time that you can see that, okay, I go outside the line of my program. Okay, I have to realign it. You have to realign it, and don't think so much, because dili mahimo nga sa kadakang program nga imong gibuhat sa imong kinabuhi ma-apply nimo tanan. So i-fulfill siya ang unang program nga imong gi-program in your life. So the way you do that, observe antod nga matudluan nimo ang imong mga katawhan sa imong lawas nga mosunod sa kagustuhan sa imong kabubuton, until the time that you can teach all the people in your physical body to obey, to fulfill what you want to do. So they are going to listen with the central voice, and the central voice is you, comprising of trillions of people in the physical body. So you are not alone. In the body alone, you are comprising of 70 or 30, 50 trillion cells. Every cell is intelligent. So it means to say you are people already in your physical body. This is why you are in the community of physical body. You're oneness with all, and every cell will take a breath. So breathe the vital essence of nature. It will make your body powerful and will make your soul very powerful. Okay? And there is also a message from Biyaya. May I get brief explanation? Okay, pari ko lagi. Nga mabasa na ko rin.
May I
Iputan dito kay akong sa kay Juan, hanap kay Dari. Okay, so there are exercises already we have performed. Nato yung mga exercises. Ang ato na lang is ang ato ang pag-fulfill sa atong mga exercises. Nga mabuhat na to atong mga exercises matagkaroon unya. Unya dunay momentum. Importante kay ng momentum sa atong mga gimbuhaton. Without momentum, diya ang kapakyasan sa mga practitioners. Even in whatever lessons you apply, even in whatever art that you are actually practicing in your life, without momentum, you don't have chance to succeed. So there is no success when you don't have momentum. So momentum is very precisely needed in the practice of energy cultivation. So that's why you must not force yourself to learn right away the lesson. So okay, from Biyaya, may I get brief explanation as to what starseed mean? Okay, starseed means actually you came from the star. You are here because you have a pledge of light to usher the ascension of life and this planet into higher dimension. So you are a starseed. So your home actually is not here. Your home is not in the planet, but your home is over the rainbow. I'll just make it over the rainbow because your home is really in the star. So you belong to the civilizations of the stars in higher dimension. So that's why after the lessons, after the missions on the planet, so starseeds actually will return to their home in the stars. Okay, so that's the starseed. And of course, many people will go ato sila sa astral nga dimension and enjoying the different experience in the astral, endless experience in the astral, and repeat the life. Okay, balik na po sa astral, balik sa physical, then repeat the life in the astral, repeat the life in the physical, with all those experience. So that's why the world is an illusion. The astral dimension is an illusion. Of course, it's true illusion when you are there included in that illusion. Once you can go beyond that illusion, you will realize that, oh, that's really illusion. That's really illusion. Okay. From Gina Serenity. Seremi, sir, may we know what is the secret staying healthy? Body pain-free from this chronic pain? Thank you. Okay, apply energy healing. Okay, apply energy healing because the first thing that will actually having a problem, experience the problem is the energy body. Then the physical body will follow. And of course, the physical body has an influence with the energy body. That's why the food that we eat, for example, we must take good care of the food that we eat. Exercise, then avoidance of so much acidic foods, and then, of course, apply hilot. Apply hilot. Hilot is actually one of the best program that we can apply in our physical body, and do exercise, and more on energy. More on energy. Then until you can have the improvement of your problems, and the problems will get healed. Until you can have the improvement. Do not. That's why this one thing that I said, momentum. Momentum is really important. Without momentum, okay, because this happens so many times in the case of many people having problems, especially difficult problems about illnesses are actually difficult to deal, especially mga cancer, mga renal failure, mga klaseng mga sakit. Ang mga tao dili sila kanang pasensya maayo ma-torture ang ilahang mga emotion because pag kay mga sakit you feel no good. So the more nga na kay mga sakit, so the time that you do energy cultivation, so focus by this time that you are energy, powerful energy, and powerful energy that will be more than enough to suppress the negative energies, destroying the body, devouring the energy of the body, because those are actually viruses. Illnesses are viruses that will devour the power of our body. So supply much positive energy for your physical body. So the way to do that, there are actually many people, they do not apply energy healing. They'll just do Art of Life 172. Then later on, they are healed and their problems. All they have done is actually perform Art of Life 172. The exercises itself are actually really powerful energy healing because you are breathing the vital essences of nature and correcting your consciousness with a powerful energy from the Supreme Master of Heaven. Okay, so from Patrice is watching you, GM. Okay, from Mujo, mayong hapon, GM. Yes, mayong hapon diyan. From Patrice, watching you, GM, good PM. Yes, mayong hapon diyan, Patrice. Anya, Biyaya, are star seeds the other term of alien? No, it's different because aliens actually doon siguro yung mga alien dyan kay o doon yung mga higher beings in the different stars, so they could be aliens. And of course doon ay siguro yun kay ang mga elders we're talking about, when they are actually manifesting the skies, people call them aliens. Actually they are not aliens. Starseeds actually really starseeds life that comes from the star. Life that comes from the star incarnating in the mortal physical existence. So that's why they are going to ascend also in the stars. By this time, the star seeds are higher elements in the mortal physical planet. And that's why there is transformation, ascension of life into higher dimension. So the time will come you can play with the stars. So meaning when you can play with the stars, so you can dance with the stars. By this time, we can only play toys. We can only play martial arts using harness, using gloves, knives, or we can play the material things here. So we cannot play typhoon, we cannot play tsunami. That's because that's beyond the capacity of the humans. So that's why there is transformation, ascension of our lives into higher dimension, then until the point that humans become superhumans, not super technology, superhumans.
Basahon na ako dyan.
Marisol, kataas aning imuhang mensahe. Okay, paspason ako. Okay, putang lang din na. Paspason ako basa na. Dreamed. Okay, dream. Impossible dream. Right? Okay. Anyway, I miss Tabuilan. Pag ito miss Tabuilan, mangantaming ito kay si Ann. Singer man si Ann. Yeah, ako po, singer po ko. Wala nga, ilang mo kabalaka o mo kanta ko kay di mo kadungog. So, dili mo maguol, mamati siya akong kanta. To dream. Okay, I dreamed last other night. GM, I saw you, Haliging Ruslan, and some practitioners. We were in a cave. Outside the cave, there is a house with terrace, and there are 4 strong men. They look mighty with powerful energies, and looking at them, they look like not us, aliens. Something like this, what Biyaya is actually meaning about aliens. So they do gesture with focus and nigawas dayon gikan sa tumoy ang mga limpyo kayo og puti nga mga ilaga. Wow, ilaga, mouse. Og puti og mga ilaga, mouse og gipilian ni Haliging Ruslin ang mga ilaga. Gipamunit niya kay nahadlok mi sa ilaga. Sunod na pud focus sa upat ka tawo. Nangatagak na pud ang mga birds nga gwapa ug colorful kayo. Blue, green, yellow ug uban pa nga color nakasulod na sila sa halwa. Then I saw green snake inside the house, cobra. Kadaas aning pagkadamguha, dream an impossible dream. Then I saw a green snake inside the house, cobra og giputlan ang mga tao og ulo.
Sa mga tao.
My goodness, okay. Giputlan sa mga tao og ulo ang nahadlok sila nga paakon. So my goodness, kaluoy siya bitin. Giputlan sa ulo. And I said nga di mani mamaak kay buutan mani nga snake, iniabot man ang ulo sa akong tungod. Then last part dito sa tanan sa cave GM daghan ta nangaon ta og daghan kaayo nagpasalamat nga ang mga tao kay nag-blessing ka sa pagkaon og nagpaabot sa daghang mga tao pagyud.
Nangabot ang daghang mga tao.
Nangabot ang daghang mga tao pagyud. Okay, kanindot sa mga damgo. Okay, nice nga damgo kanang Marisol, katong mga ilaga nga mga nangatagak nga to sa tumoy, mga ugis nga mga ilaga, mga kasing-kasing to sa mga tao nga ang level silang espiritual nga makakunik na sila, mabuto na silang kalit kay naa sila sa kahimuan sa espiritual. Unya ang mga birds pong mga gwapa po, mga birds, mga tao po to sila nga mga nagpractice sa cultivation nga mga botya po sila. So, na sila daan sa mga grupo nga mga kahimuan. Siyamot na kay kanang halwa na sila daan sa mga grupo nga kahimuan. Then, mabot po na sila kalit. Kanina nga tagak. So, mahagbong sila ngadto sa kaning lugar nga dito sila makapaniba pag yun.
Pamilian.
Okay. Kaning pamilian. Okay. Dito, maura na siya. O katong ilaga, katong isong nga putlan man na sa ulo ng abitin. Ayaw ko na siya. Ang bitin is power. That's why when you dream a snake, so long as dili na sa itom, ang snake is mayo na siya kay. O colorful na nga color sa bitin, so that would be very nice because it means to say energy. Mas labi na gipaak pa ka og colorful nga bitin, so it means to say powerful, mo-activate ang imuhang energy sa healing or energy nga powerful to suppress mga negative energies. Na kay gikuhaan man sa ulo, so nga sabot nga mga kalaki ni siya nga unnecessary na kay mga kalaki ba nga dili na kinahanglanon karon kay bag-o na ang testamento karon. Mo na nga kuhaon sa taning mga klase sa mga kagahom o kining klase nga gahom kay kining gahom ma-influence ni siya sa negative nga ego. So dili kinahanglan kay masabot ang imuhang practice sa spiritual. O niya blessing tagad to sa langob niabot ang daghang mga tao. Of course, maabot yung mga daghang mga tao kay na may nakita nimo ditong mga alien to, mga spirit of Dugukan to sila siguro. Hinday, manaala na to pag subad ha. Okay, very good. Now, Gina, biyaya. What about white snake? Nga sunod sa ako. Okay, that could be very, very nice if so long as it's actually colored snake, dili black nga snake. Magdamgo kag ipaakag black nga snake karon. Okay, within 3 days daw then mo try door nimo. Mo nang gipaybalon na kadaan. Kung black na siya ha, gipaak ni ka, so affected jud ka. Pero paakon ka pari aning bitin nga puti o gisunod-sunod kag bitin nga puti. Ang ipusabot niya nga mayo na siya kay gahom na sa spiritual. Taas nga klase nga gahom nagsunod-sunod sa imuhang kinabuhi kay puti man nga bitin. Mayo kay na. Hinaut nga pakon ka na, kay pakon ka na muandar ang gahom nga na sa imong lawas. Okay, so dili tanan mga damgo nga mahubad nimo pinaagi sa hubad nga gisaysay sa libro kay Ang mga damgo katuhuan, kung dili kaduwa-duwaan, so long as gihatag ka na sa imong guardian angel ug sa imong spiritual master kay ISS na nga lesson. Pasabot na ng ISS lesson, inner study school na siya nga lesson, gihatag sa spiritual nga dimension para paibalon ka unsay mga ipasabot nga na sa imong palibot nga mga kahulugan ni anang mga butanga. Okay? Okay, that's good. What about mag-isgot lang sa tag mga damgo, no? Sige. Fire. Kisay na yung mga damgo diya kay sunduan ta mo unsaon paghubad ang mga damgo. Mura naman kung aning manghuhubad og mga damgo. No? Okay, kay kamo umong ko mahimog mga damgo, mo nang maghubad kog damgo. Sa doon ta mo saan paghubad ang damgo. First is tanawan niyo ang color sa inyong damgo. Og diin nakakonek ba sa astral nga dimension og nakakonek kini sa mga kalag unya ang iyahang mga transmission sa iyang mensahe not really powerful, so it means to say og dunay mga kalag, there are kalag nga mga sa elemental nga dimension nga mga illusionary, so they can simply create illusions then feeding you up so that your belief will be shaken, your belief is actually triggered. So that's why be careful on different dreams. And when it comes to interpretation, so be also careful with the different elementals in the astral dimension, saying that they are powerful, and they would claim that they are in the person of that character powerful being, not necessarily. So that's why really important that you know art of life, because you can test them if they are really have the potential. Then if they don't have the potential, so it means to say no, do not believe, because that's my reason why do a conscious astral journey. After you are enhanced with conscious astral journey in the multi-dimensional level of existence, go beyond. So where is that beyond? So that is actually the spiritual world. Ganina buntag from biyaya. Okay, ato sa ning basahon. Okay, ganina buntag gadamgo ko nga naay dakong bulog sa balod. Nagdala og daghang kayong mga building or structure murag tidal wave nga migo sa usa ka lugar. Okay. Kana wala sa imong huna-huna, ya gadamgo ka na transmission na nga dunay mahitabo nga katalagman sa kining kinaiyahan. Ako galutaw-lutaw ra sa tubig sa dagat with the other 4 people. I could hardly determine who they are. Okay, nagdamgo kay nga nabanlas ang mga building. Tsunami na siya. Gikan sa dagat, ikaw naglutaw-lutaw ra ka. Naa kay upat ka tao nga imuhang kuyog. Di kakaila nila samot na nga dili ka mapil. Okay. Kita naman mo ang building nga banlas, pero ikaw naglutaw-lutaw sa dagat. So, wala ka na apil og banlas. So, makalikay ka sa maong trahedya. Okay. Palipdan ka sa upat ka tao. So, waka kaila. Siya nga, basta upat ka tao, kasagaran upat or duha, mga kuha na nimo, may mga guardian angel na nimo sila. Mga magbalantay nimo nga sa spiritual nagbantay sa imong kinabuhi para dili ka ibutang sa kapahamakan sa imong kinabuhi. Okay, from Gina Alicia. Sir, every day I see 11:11. Okay, since my mother's death every day for 3 years, what does it mean? Thanks. Okay, 11:11 activation. Actually, you are already reminded on your activation 11:11, so it means to say 1111. Begin your foundation in spiritual. So you have divine calling, then you must begin. This is the precise time to begin your inner calling, to begin to respond your inner calling, because the angel support opens you the door to begin your step and opens you the door to begin your project and your spiritual endeavor. So, huwag mo nang sugdan at that time, particular time. So, you have the best potential. You have to decide that this is the time that, okay, I will fulfill my spiritual endeavor. Then I don't have yet my spiritual endeavor. I will fulfill my noble call in life. So I have to decide that this is my spiritual endeavor. And there is the door already open because the angel is giving me the welcome, the welcome, the welcome, the welcome lesson. The door is open for 11 or 1111 activation. That is spirit activation. So listen deep within and follow the guidance of your heart. Then go with your spiritual side because angel's message is 1111 activation. So when it comes to 222, for example, that is service to humanity. But be careful because humanity is you have two ways. If you are misled, okay, you serve in the wrong way. If you're okay, you serve in the right path. And 1111 usually that is the beginning of your opening of door towards noble and final calling in life, spiritual activation. Okay, biyaya, daghang salamat kayo GM sa pagkubad sa akong damgo o pagtubag sa akong mga pangutana. Ay sa payan, biyaya. Okay, mananay damgo. Ako sa una na ako i-share nga damgo sa una nga nagdamgo ko og RC nga dako kayo. Gilantan ko to o niya hili ko minom og RC. Yeah. Kay nam mo og RC karang RC pula ba? Gamay pa ko to. Yeah. Mananambal ko pagagamay pa niya gilantan ko niya kining gusto ko mainom og RC niya. Wa may RC gilantan man ko. Mo to nga kining ni saka may akong hilanat kay gipaursa ang hilanat. O niya karon kay ang RC nga dako kayo ingatkat mi dito sa RC. Sos kay natumba ng RC, ninadatugan ko sa RC mo to nga nigahi akong lawas kay gidatugan ko sa RC paningot ko maayo pag human naayo na dayon ko. Kuyawan sila maayo kay naito sila na unsya ko kay nagagulo man ko dito maayo kay nadatugan ko sa RC. Paghuwas na sa kay nadatugan ko sa RC wala perti nang singutas akong lawas. Pag human naayo na dito akong hilanat. Unsa may reason dia? Ang lesson dia kay nibalo ang ako ang mga guide nga hilig kog RC anang panahon na gitudloan ko nila nga ayo sige gid RC kay magadaot si imong lawas. Kat-kat ko sa RC niya. Nayabo ang RC kay natumba ang RC nako kay daghan man ang kat po, daghan man noon og kat-kat nagdumba mig kat-kat ngadto. Natumba ang RC na datugan na hinaon ko. Perting pagkaayuha ko nako silanat. Ana siya mga damgo katuhuan ug dili kaduha-duhaan. Ato lang tan-awon kung siya ipasabot sa atong mga damgo. Okay? Okay, kang Brad Edwin, unsay pasabot sa bata GM pero tinaw man ang tubig. Okay, mayo na siya nga kapalaran. Baha gani nga tinaw kayo, okay lang. Mayo na maabot nga mayong mga kahigayunan. Pero baha gani nga lubog, duay option ana kanang either sakit or ang usa makita kag away. Ana nga og baha nga kaning brown ang color sa tubig. Ana nga dili maayo na siya labi na mukalit lang baha nga walay sapa niya ang baha kining kuan pa jud kayo kanang brown kayo so dunay kalit masakit so sabot ana nga bantayan na nga klase nga damgo og tinaw kay tubig maayo kay na siya morang og the time you feel something negative in your dream so proceed to the blocking of the negative energies ayaw mo kumpiyansa gyud mag-blockan na yun yung mga negative energies nga ipasabot sa inyong mga damgo o niya safety na muna pero okay ang damgo okay mayo ay ipasabot okay don't you worry walay kinalang ipagkabahala kay okay ang ibig sabihin ng mga damgo walang danger na parating everything is fine okay This is the point in spiritual practice. Let's go back to the spiritual practice. Kaya human natin siguro mga damgo. Okay, people will be judged according to their individual achievement in life. So, in the spiritual side, we are actually assessed if we want to assess ourselves. Where are we now in the inner cultivation? So, we are devoted in our. We are actually very devoted to the lessons that we have. Even in not in this lesson, even in some other lessons, you are very devoted to your lesson in either in religion or in spiritual practice. Okay, the vital part is you are actually assessed by you can assess yourself is based on the achievement that you have. The best indicator is the light that you have. So look at your light. Do not allow other people to look at your light because it might be, of course, people are always influenced with belief. Okay, you yourself, look at yourself in the inner side and look at the productions that you have done in life. So, for example, if you send healing to the people, how many people you healed? Then, if you're not a healer because you're doing busy for your job, you still can do energy healing. Send energy healing for the people that you know. They do not know that you send them healing. You're actually doing the light service. People do not know that you send them healing, but you are doing healing to the people. So actually that's a good exercise. So I share these lessons for everybody in the inner cultivation. Okay, today, tonight, okay, next day. So I'll give them schedule. We have to do collective healing. We are going to heal, send healing energy for all souls misled in life. So where are these souls? They are actually misled in life. So they are actually unfortunate souls. They are trapped in the uttermost part in the astral. They are trapped in the surroundings because they are actually victims of negative energies, victims of violence. So those are patients. Those are souls that actually really need healing. So send them healing. Connect your energy to the energy stations of the Supreme Master of Heaven and send them healing. When you can do that, you are actually doing your adherence towards the service of light. And it's actually important light service. So do not say that I'm busy, that because I'm having my job, I work for my job, I work in this is actually the things that I'm doing. I'm very busy because I'm tied up with all the responsibilities in the house, in the company or anywhere. You should spend time where you can spend few minutes of your time that you can do healing, serve the healing of life. So they do not know that you're doing that healing. You yourself, you know it because you need it to satisfy the needs of your soul. The soul is actually happy. Your soul is happy when you can do you can serve light. So that's why do self healing. So do self healing. Heal yourself and do healing for the lives associated with nature. There are so many patients actually. You can begin with the lives associated with the elementary things of nature. That is one. So lives associated with the elementary things of nature. So what are these actually lives associated with the elementary things of nature? So they're actually souls at the early stage of their spiritual development. So whenever the time you do conscious astral journey, then at the moment your heaven's eye is open, so you will see them if you are in your lower vehicle. Meaning if you are in your astral body, not so much with not so much filled up with energy. So you will see these elementals at the early stage of their spiritual development. And they need healing as well. So send them energies, heal them. Then lives, victims, souls, victims from victims of violence. Okay, this is actually another categories of souls that where you can send your healing. So duha na. Okay, what else? Okay, mga engkanto. Okay, mga engkanto, there are still lives associated with the elements of nature. Ang mga engkanto, there are lives associated with advanced elements of nature. So like us, we are advanced elements. We are higher elements. Ang mga engkanto po, they are higher elements. They need as well healing. So, send them healing. And then how you are going to send them healing? Okay, use the Supreme Superlight Angels. So there's one thing. Why someone is possessed by an elemental? Why someone is possessed by an entity? Then if someone is possessed by an entity, so how could he heals? How could he heal? Rather, how could he heal? He's actually possessed with an entity or an elemental or a soul. So it means to say, wala siya shielding and the energy body is not really powerful. So do not do healing. Begin first with your inner cultivation and activate your advanced divine connections with the angels of the Most High so that you can heal. You can begin your healing. Okay? So, do na kayo exercise every day. Every day you offer light service. Manambal ka sa mga kinabuhi associated with the elementary things of nature. Second, manambal ka sa mga kalag nga nagkihanang mga healing. Ikaduha, manambal ka sa mga engkanto nga naa sa mga palibot, dili nimo makita pero naa lang sila sa palibot, and they are happy for that because you are sharing the lives, you are sharing blessings from the Most High to 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 the lives associated with nature. Anya sa mga gotsinanggo pud nga mga elementals, nga kabalo ka nga mo priso nila in the violet flame of in the battle of violet flame. Because there are those mga mischievous nga mga elementals nga they are actually jokers. So heal them, capture them, and bless them with energy. And the way you do that is you have to create a battle of violet flame. So that's why you must be expert in the gestures of art of life because it's actually gestures. So dili sila makagawa sana. So because you put them in the battle of violet flame. Okay? Now, for example, sa mga kalagpot, victim of negative energies. Mga kalag, I'm talking about souls victims of demonic possession. So cleanse them up. Cleanse the energy, negative energy contaminations of their energy body. And if they do not listen to you, okay, there's another thing. Tie them up. So, hiktan mo sila. On how you are going to do that? Tie them with dimensional energy. So, you can do that. So, and then put them in the violet flame of... No, do not put them in the violet flame of fire energy. Okay, bless them with energy, cleanse off the negative energy contamination. Then if you know the shocking power, that's why when you reach the site, okay, for anyone of here that can reach the site, I let you learn the shocking power technique because the shocking power technique you can tie up the negative souls because they are actually victims of demonic possession, negative energy contamination. So, for example, put it in this way. So, ano lang ako pagsulti. Niadto kog lugar, I was actually invited by someone, a healer. Then, kini nga pagka-healer, kini nag-subscribe na siya sa Dugukan Healing System. And she said, GM, doon ay mga mananambal nga to, GM. Di ko kasabot kung saan yung klase lang panambal. Mahimo bang mukuyog ka na ako nga to kay akong susihon kung sa dyan yung klaseng mga panambal kaya nga sakit, mga ilang mga kabanan, mura man nagunay-unay sila nga to. Then, okay, nakuyog po ko niya nga to. Pag-amot na mo nga to, I discovered that pagkadaghang mga kalag, kalaing mga baho sa palibot. So many souls in the surroundings. The door is really foul odors. Baho sa mga kalag. Kadaghan mga kalag ani nga mga gigamit sa binuang nga mga kalag, mga victims na sila sa mga negative energies because they are actually controlled by negative powers. So, napok ang mga kalag kang kayo. Then I counted the souls. There are many, mga 50 kapin ka mga kalag. Mga, then istorya bing ito sa mananambal. Nga, itong iyang tagaganto. Kadaghan yung mga kalag diri. Gamit dito nila sa binuang mga kalag yung suguon ba. Regular. Ako siyang sultian nga. Kining mga kalaga, mabutong panahon nga maningil man ni sila kay maluya na ganin yung mga lawas kay dili mo katag nilang kaluwasan, so maningil na sila ninyo na mabugatan yung lawas. Time will come, mabugatan na gani. So kining mga panahon na karon nagtuon sila nga kining mga kalaga, nagtuon sila nga kamoy lang Dios master mo nila. Then later on madiscover nila nga dili nimo katag kaluwasan nila, so maningil ni sila ninyo mabugatan mo kay akong ginan sila nga ihatod na nga to sa site para ma-release na sila. Wala may intrigo rin. Kanang intrigo is another system of healing. Ang intrigo is another system of healing. The soul are actually trapped. So, you will release them. Release na nimo sila para ma-transport sila, dawaton sila nga to sa mga in charge sa kalag, sa astral nga dimension. Then, ma-purify sila, hatagan sila another chance for kining purification. Then after they have done the service of purification, so they'll go back to the Council of Light. And after they're facing the Council of Light, so they will be reprogrammed to undertake a new opportunity of reincarnation. So that's why doon ay mga proseso. Kanya di man sila kamao ng intrigo. Manay ko nga, ato na nga to kay para intrigo na. Kay luoy pa sila kayo. Malagi nga paagi. Nga pananglit dito mo sa usa ka lugar. Kita mo mga ingana niya, di mo kamao siya shocking power, for example. Dili mo makilabot kay kining ariglaron mo na manukol mo na ang klase mga kalag kay under command mo na sila sa power sa nag-control nila. So, but you know the system of kining ngani, they cannot make trouble against you because you can disconnect them and even to capture them. How many times when I go to the place then I saw something like that, gagamit sila. Muna nga uban atong mga higayuna, luoy man ko di ako silang gi pang kuan, ako silang gi pang-send ngadto sa dito sa kanang healing site para matambalan sila ngadto. Para dili sila ma-influence for negative. And you can do that. It's just a matter of training. And that's why I do not deprive anyone to learn secret of that kind of lesson, so that whenever the time it is actually needed, you can save souls victim of demonic possession. And there's so much. Daghan maraming mga ganyang pangyayari. Ang daming ganyang pangyayari. So that's why I'm not encouraging anyone to practice something like allowing yourself to become a medium. Ma-use yung katawan ninyo sa ibang mga kaluluwa because you yourself at present life evolution, you are already 9 connected bodies. Then if there is someone intervening in your physical body, so what can you do about your soul realization? Then you would say na pusis ka ng kaluluwa, na pusis ka ng higher beings. Then pag napusis ka ng higher beings, then what can you do na hindi mo alam? Then what is your soul realization? So that is not the precise lesson needed by this time. The precise lesson is know thyself. And the way to know yourself, you must have a complete control of yourself and do not let any other entity to have a control of yourself. So that's why there are so many experiences that I could maybe makuhanin nyo ng lesson. There was one time doon sa site natin. Then mga tao mayroon nagpunta doon. Naghanap sa akin. Then said, Jem, yung mga tao doon sa site, mayroong ditong kuan Jem, mayroong pasyente. Kung pasyente siya. Kasi I was at that time doing my lecture. Kasi may lecture doon. Mayroon pasyente Jim, kaya na doon daw may nasapian ng masamang espiritu, 2 tao. Kung nga dili man dinala dito, okay, then I asked someone in the group there joining the lecture. Okay, puntahan mo doon. Puntahan mo doon. Okay, pinuntahan doon ni Haliging Tonton masiguro to. So, okay, pagdating niya doon, okay, mayroon talaga. Then, gipangutan na, tinanong niya yung kaluluwa kasi nakapusis siya sa katawan ng babae. Gi-interview niya. Ang sabi ng kaluluwa, suko siya kayo. Ang kaluluwa is actually nasuko siya kayo kay gipatay daw siya sa iyang igsuon, giunay siya sa iyang igsuon. Tagadiin man ka, gi-interview sulti siya yung pangalan, all the things nga nangyari sa kanya. Yeah, okay. He confessed to the healer that I sent to heal them there, to heal her there. Sumana nga giadto dito. Okay. Dalawa man sila kabuok nga nasundan. Kung siya may gamiton ng tawag si kuano siya gamiton ko gamita kuan na lang kanang 2-star. Og di 2-star kanang shocking power. Depende na kung siya gamiton nimo diya. At gamit niya dito. Okay. Talira nagawa ang usa kay gahi kay ulo. Hindi mo gawa. Usag din na diya do. Uli na lang diri ina nga sunod nga to ito kay ina lang nimo tell the soul nga sunod ka sa akin doon sa site kay mayroong lecture doon, importante kayo. Pag hindi ka mo sunod, so hindi ka matulungan. Pag gusto ka mo sunod, okay, punta doon para matulungan ka. Sag din na diya, kaya magawa rin na. Then, uli ang nagtambal. Pag abot yun, uli siya nga to. Ang kaluluwa din, di sunod po. Naayo, nigawas. Mana nga, these are actually cases na one of the common nga mga cases na pwede niyong matagbuan in the different kining field of kining in the different occasion nga asa ka mo magsuri-suroy. So when you already have the experience, so madali na lang na ninyo nga madali na lang na ninyo nga i-deal kay mga simple ra man ina kayo. The most important lang is ang authority ninyo to do it. The authority ninyo to do it ba? So, it's different also pag kanang ang inyong lawas kapyutan og daghang mga ingana elementals pabugatan jud og mayong. So, this is my reason why the holistic art of Dugukan is actually enlightening every practitioner on how we are going to do our lessons, on how we are going to manage our holistic art, how we are going to manage our lessons in the spiritual side. So why we can do that? Because we can do that because we have the lessons and we have the procedures. I said we have the procedures actually because there are so many testaments in inner cultivation, and I would rather say that and that the many testaments are actually depending upon the field of your mastery. All those testaments are actually having authority. So, saan yung authority? Okay. Pag dyan sa iyo yung authority, okay, you can do that. But if you don't have the authority, whatever amount of lesson that you are, whatever amount of training that you are going to perform, no, it's not. Because I said, we need complete surrender by this time. Complete surrender to the Most High. And ano bang ibig sabihin ng complete surrender to the Most High? Okay, have your soul realization. I don't have power. You don't have power. We don't have power if it is not by the will of the Supreme Heaven. We don't have power if it is not by the will of Supreme Heaven. So it means to say, complete surrender to the Most High. And this is the never-ending process of learning, actually. Never-ending process of learning. So, the time, for example, I myself, people would say, because meron mga tao nagsabi sa akin, Jim, narating na daw ni mo yung summit ng imuhang inner cultivation. Then, what should be my reply? Honest to goodness. Okay. Hindi, malayong malayo. I don't even started my mastery. Why? Because the time you are already completed. So you don't have any more chance to improve yourself. We don't have any more chance to improve ourselves because knowledge actually is never ending process of learning. Moment you are already filled up with enough knowledge, information, meaning you already attained the summit of your mastery. It means to say you are already full. You are already full, and there's no more. There's no more reason for you to improve your knowledge and wisdom because you're already complete. By this time, it's enough for me that it could be I don't have belief because I know what I'm doing. And you should too. It could be not necessarily you don't have belief because it does not mean that you do not know. You really know. That's why you don't have belief. Because you go beyond belief. And this is the reason why we do inner cultivation. And I said we are in the scientific way because we do direct experience. How are we going to assess that we learn? Okay, we learn if we can do it. Then why we are going to illustrate power? The way we are going to illustrate power because we do not know. So we should illustrate it. Complete surrender is thy will be done. If I can do it because there is supreme heaven that give me authority. So if I cannot do it because there is no authority, so I have nothing. So likewise any one of us here. So this thing that we should realize, we are doing divine healing. That's because we are willing to serve the noble cause of our life, to serve the light, to serve the healing of life and nature. So helping the healing of life and nature. So everybody, I am going to invite you to visit the website. Don't why I am inviting you to visit our website so that you can get familiar with our activities. Okay. You can get familiar with our activities because once you are into this light mission, so your heart is actually connected with these activities and you know the answer. Listen within yourself because you can hear the voice of the greatest beyond. So if you are in this endeavor in life, so we are one in this oneness with all. Our oneness is oneness with all the stars. And the purpose is not only to share the knowledge, to share the information to the people around us, to the people in our country, but for the entire planet. For the entire planet. Do not allow yourself to be idle by this time, to be fruitless by this time when it comes to spiritual achievement. Why? Because it will really matter most in your life. It will really matter most in your life. Make yourself productive in the spiritual side. You are already productive in the material side. Why? Because you already have gathered everything that you need in life. Even the most or the richest people in the world, they are not satisfied in spite of the wealth that they have. Why? Because it's actually mindset thing. If we have the realization, if we have only a single centavo, usa ka dako lang, nabay mo labaw pa sa usa ka dako. There's no. There's no more than usa ka dako anymore. Because usa ka dako, ang sunod na ng usa ka dako is gamay na. So wala na yung mulabaw sa usa ka dako. So what will mostly matter in life by this time is your soul realization. Your soul realization to the most essential part in our life, in our lives by this time, actually it is spiritual foundation. So let's say ay spiritual na po because that is a sign of illiteracy. This is the sign of ignorance. It means to say we are ignorant to the real nature of our lives. So do not consider, do not define yourself that you are just a little world. You're just a little someone that cannot do bigger things. Define yourself that you are actually bigger than this planet. You are a star seed. You are a star seed. So if you are a star seed, you are bigger than this planet. Your oneness is oneness with all the stars. So you can shine your light with all the stars. So that's why you are Dugukan star. You are Dugukan stars. People say, what is Dugukan? The Dugukan patutuo ng Dugukan. No, it's not, because deep within you, you are someone with Dugukan. There is Dugukan deep within you. So even in fact, if you go advance your spiritual study, you will realize that there is always Dugukan, and you cannot go forward in your spiritual study if you do not understand what is the Dugukan deep within you. That is precisely, whether anyone will believe it or not, we must resort into the spiritual foundation in our lives, because sooner or later, even we will deny the truth, but the truth will really, it's actually order of reality. The truth will really shine. So it must say, I would rather say that even we believe it or not, even we deny the fact or accept the truth or deny, nature will tell us, nature will teach us how we are going to learn the lesson in life. And that is precisely what is happening now in the world. What is actually happening now in the world? For example, by this time, people are threatened with the viruses. People are threatened with the coronavirus, and really people are afraid. Okay, why are you afraid? If you are already prepared in the spiritual side, so you cannot be afraid. So why are you afraid of bad spirit? Why are you afraid of astral travel, wherein you do not know that you're traveling in the astral every time you go to sleep? Why are you afraid? Because you do not know. So that's why when we do not know, so we should know. So open up your heart wisdom. Receive, align, and adapt. That's it. Okay, from Biyaya. Jim, there was once... Okay, intermission na ta, no? Kaya para dili kayo serious. Okay. Jim, there was once a dream of mine, which I could say it was a vivid dream, that I saw myself ascending up high, nga na ako'y gihila nga isa ka tawo. I saw myself in that time nga pure light in human form, in human shape, surrounded by rainbow colors. What is the message telling me? I'm a star seed. Okay, I said the star seed is destined to usher. Is this actually to destined to usher the ascension of life of the people in this planet into higher dimension? Of course, that is your your function. Why you are here? You are going to help the healing of life, usher the ascension of life of the people in this planet into higher dimension. Then you have your divine connection, the divine connection of the rainbow bridge of light. So that's why the rainbow bridge of light actually in the four main directions of the cosmos, there are actually four main energy stations, and there are rainbow bridges of light. So there are two kinds of rainbows which actually you will see during during contacts. So whenever the time you can see rainbow in the sky, so consider the rainbows are actually the signatures of the Supreme Master of Heaven. So if you can see the cadastral rainbow, the color of the rainbow is dili kay siya luto nga color, dili siya kay siya sobra kaluto. Minut iyang color. Then ang usa nga rainbow, Northern Saharian nga rainbow, makita nimo nga kanang mura siya gasiga. So two rainbows, makita nimo dito nga duha ka klase nga rainbow. Then moabot ang lain nga mga command sa Angels of the Supreme Light, so upat na ka klase nga rainbow. O niya makumpleto ang command, so actually seven rainbows, different beautiful colors. You'll perceive that although different colors, maori gyud ang mga kolor sa mga rainbow nga balik-balik, pero ilang aura lain-lain ilang aura. That's why Life is a rainbow. If you are surrounded with rainbow, so ang rainbow nga imong giingon, ang rainbow sa kalasar nga rainbow nga akong nakita karon. So, biyaya, continue and rid of the have your vigor of spirit. Rid of the energies that will put you in in let's say bugat nga pamatyag sa kahiladman because you are a starship. When your starship will shine. So shine up your light and be successful in ushering the lives of the people into higher dimension. So the way to do that is you must ascend first. Ascend, it means to say, don't go depressed. Don't be depressed in life. Ascend, have your vigor of spirit. And everybody here, every one of us, everybody here that listening this conference, we must ascend our spirit within. So we must ascend our vibration into positive vibration, more than enough to suppress all the negative energies in our surroundings. Okay, so that's it. So I think our time now is up. And yeah, before we close the conference, okay, good day, GMPS 172. Nagdamgo, nagdamgo na po ni. Nagdamgo ko nga nagparade nga mga Supreme Light Angels. Baydagan sad kayo nga nakakita nga okay, mo na rin ba angels niya pag ni aging adlaw kay dako nga balay nga color orange niya. Okay, so okay, kani mga damgo basta something ari nga mga damgo, mga angels, mga connection na ninyo sa mga angels of the Supreme Light. Unya og dili damgo gi makita niyo sila nga daghan kaayo. Depende sa ilang formation o katag kayo niya pati na yung daghanan nila mag-wonder kala kadaghan yun nila di lang ginapulo ginatos kadaghan sipsa mo tana nga dagko na nga mga paglihok sa gahom sa kinayahan pag ang formation niya naglinya sumining na nga dili kay kumpiyansa sa daghan sa kalibutan kay basig dunay kalisod kini bang kagubot sa kalibutan o na nga okay pagdam ko ni nga makita nimo sila so that's because ang activities sa mga angels karon mao na siya para sa mga katawhan na naakaroon yun sila mga yung itante lang ang mga tao masayod ang mga tao nga unsa ka importante nga naa sila okay so onya from Haliging Anthony Bernays you are very right GM just be one with the spirit of Dugukan and everything will fall into the right place, witnessing the miracles every day, with many people get healed with our healing. Yes, of course. So that's why we're the people who are actually doing divine healing using the divine healing system of the Supreme Master of Heaven and the foundation of Dugukan. So you can tell your story. You can tell your story because people are actually benefiting from the divine healing system that you shared with them. Gamit ninyo siya pagtabang sa ilahang mga balatian. So, unsa mga pamagi, unsa man lisod man ang pagpanambal, okay, dili man lisod actually ang pagpanambal sa inyo naman kay mukunik ra man kagato sa Angels of the Supreme Light. Unya, receive a line and adapt. So, dali ra gyud siya. Kay ang importante lang doon natin complete surrender sa Most High kay sa tanan nga klase nga pagpanambal, it is the authority. So just like for example, si Ann Tabuilan sa Marabilia. So we could say that si Ann dili man ingon ari lang kung manambal pero si Ann is doing healing and her energy is really powerful when it comes to healing. So pag hikapon niya ang tao, mahil jud ang tao yung hikapon. Why? Because she's an old soul. So everybody starts is actually your old souls. What is the meaning of old souls? So it means to say you are not new souls. You're not new souls. New souls actually having difficulty of understanding spiritual things. So in the process of the learning, so new souls will undergo series of reincarnation so that they will have soul realization. So mga old souls, they have higher spiritual potentials. So that's why actually more of them, actually all of them are star seeds. So makasabot sila. So, sian is, dili man, kining pagpanambal, dili sabot bularyo na siya. Because, example, sian, manambal sian, then who will actually, kining say that sian, bularyo na sian, everybody will respect niyan, kay, maka tambal siya. And besides, dili po siya ordinary nga kanang mananambal. Okay. Naagid siya potential. And likewise, any one of us here, haliging tungton. Ganong, inon man siya nga, tawagon pa gini siya liging tungton ng doktor. Wala man siya ng doktor, pero may itawag sa tao niya. That's because, puting daghana nga kitang bala niya. Dili na lang maihap ninyo sa kagatos. Ay busabot niya, how many people actually killed if you serve this divine noble cause of life using the energy system that we have? Is that actually okay? Kung sa mga medality ninyo, ngayon kami sa pagpanambal, okay, do not ask, because if you want to know the modality of the lessons of healing that we are using, okay, it's better to study it and apply it, because you will benefit out of that. Why? Because that is the new release from the spiritual dimension. So, diin na gikan. Okay, gikan na sa spirit of Dugukan. Okay, so gikan na sa Supreme Master of Heaven. So that's why I'm encouraging everybody, don't be misled with many information, because as I said, every information pertaining to spiritual side, spiritual lessons about advanced spiritual study, conscious astral journey, if that is your mastery, okay, tinod man na siya or dili. People will say, ato ko dito, nag-study ko dito sa adlaw, usa ka bulan kung wala mo mata, o niya, usa ka bulan kung wala mo mata, dito rin ko nag-study sa adlaw. Okay, that's a story. That's a story. Do not be misled, because, as I said, okay, if you are going to ask, og tinod ba na or dili, okay, the first indication is, how many days you did not wake up? 1 month. Where did you go? Okay, in the sun. Okay, why did you in the sun? Studying, advanced spiritual study. Okay, is it true or not? Okay, that is not true. That is illusion. In the first place, ang lawas kinahanglan siya nga pagkanon. Provided if you do it in somewhere. So the first indication is, where did you do that? Yung tubag niya sa balay, sa kwarto, that is actually precisely, that it is not true. Because you can only survive without waking up in your physical body if you do it near the portals ato sa balay. Then if there is no presence of the portal, the body will die, because that's why even myself, I always do my journey because I'm a traveler. So it means to say, when I travel, for example, I have enough time, so I'll travel. Then every 4 days or every 3 days, I will get back in the physical body. Why? So that the body needs to be feed up. So, kailangan siya mukaon. Kung di siya mukaon, mamatay na ang lawas. Kaya may dehydrated na siya. Especially pag usa ka bulan kang di matulog, adili ka mo bangon, sige kaglag-lag na to. Uli ni mo, tuskig na imong lawas. Ano na nga, istorya man ng mga tao is afraid of doing conscious astral journey because they do not know the real scenario, and many of the imagination will actually play in the mind. So do not play imagination in the mind. Do it the precise manner, the precise procedure, apply the precise procedure, and you are not misled. Okay, dismiss all the ideas, dismiss all the imaginations that there are bad spirits, entities powerful. There are no powerful bad spirits. There are no powerful elementals at the early stage of their spiritual development. You are the only powerful. That's it. Just like ganiha, we are doing energy healing. So, different energies. Daghaning mga ni-connect ng mga energies. Unya, we must be able also to define the negative energies. Kaganiha, katusig, okay, ugma mo, balik man tag panambal. So, for example, negative psychic attack from the witchcraft. Okay, you have to eradicate that kind of energy. Just use disconnect and delete the energy. Disconnect. And then there are so many ways. Let's say 100 ways or 10 ways how you are going to counter the negative energy. So you will be taught how to do that. So it needs training and training, because there are so many bad lucks when it comes there are presence of negative energies following you all the way. So that's why people got accident na 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 naputol ilang tiil, na aksidente sila. That's because of the negative energies that cause bad lucks. So that's why it must be eradicated. Suppress, cleanse up all the negative energies in the surroundings, so that to avoid mishap and complete surrender, so that the power actually is tremendous. You have really powerful energy because there is supreme most high up. There is supreme heaven. And of course, be able to know your guardian angel and your spiritual master. Where is the precise office of your guardian angel? And where is the precise office of your spiritual master? That's actually important. The name of your guardian angel and the name of your spiritual master. So if you lessons of different lessons of spiritual practice, okay, that's it. And continue with what's the latest. It will not contradict. It will never contradict, because that is continuation of the lesson. Okay, I have done my module 1. My module 1 is one mystery. Okay, I'll proceed to the module 3. Module 2, 3, 4. Until how many mystery you have done. Then later on you will realize that the mystery that you have done, you are already having the soul realization. Okay, that's it. So in inner cultivation is different, because when you talk about mystery, you cannot define it with human understanding. Do not consider mystery. If you can define it, so that is not mystery. So, but if you cannot define it, that is mystery. Okay, discern the mystery through direct experience, and you will realize that many things that you can do beyond the normal people actually are doing. Okay, so today is, well, already our time is up. So after we close this conference, parang we have 5 minutes. Then after 5 minutes, we'll do Art of Life all together. Okay, so home-based Art of Life, and 12 midnight for anybody that would like to join the inner cultivation. Okay, feel free to join. Drink water to open up your energy cultivation. Then following that day, 12 midnight, ugma sa 12 midnight, okay, we're going to close our energy cultivation. So we use modality of water. Drink only water for the food supply of your physical body. And for anybody that would like to do conscious astral journey, okay, set up your mind. Early morning, do your forecast, and that's it. And ugma, alauna nga to sa alas 2 ang ato ang kaning mag-online ko for the distant energy healing. And alas 4 nagto sa kuan, okay, the same procedure like this what we're doing. And everybody is welcome. Do not forget to visit the website and try to have a copy of the book of Dugukan Volume 1. Okay, so I'm thinking not to release the book 2 if you cannot master the book 1, because I'm talking about lessons. So if you read the book, then you don't realize the lessons of the book. So there's no need to have a copy of the book for book 2. I'm meaning about book 2. Okay? So, sayang nga tong lesson if we are not going to apply it in our lives. Okay, so I think that's all for tonight, and I bid farewell unto all the chapters practitioners of Dugukan. Blessings for everybody, and let's go Art of Life together after 5 minutes. So we'll have to prepare, and after 5 minutes we'll do Art of Life. Okay, hasta la vista everybody, and more power.